All right, guys, welcome back. So this is the one we've been waiting on. So we are going to be comparing the Dual Broncos versus the other shotguns. We're going to see how it holds up, what they do different, are they worth it, how to get them, all this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and jump in this, but before we begin, thank you guys for tuning in. If you didn't watch my last video, I went over the cosmetics and how to get those, the horse head, the snake, the horse mask. So check out that video. And again, on this video, we're going to specifically be diving into the Dual Broncos. These are the weapon that just came out on the lunar event. So if you go to the shotguns, let's just check this out real quick. So the Dual Broncos, they are limited edition, which means you can only buy them for a certain amount of time. They use 10 gauge ammo. They have 4 round capacity. So if you remember on our one of our previous videos, we guessed that they would only hold 2 rounds per gun. So good guess there. Very fast reload speed, average attack speed, high accuracy, 0 crit chance, which is normal, and then must be level 25 to equip and 50 strength required. So before we go any farther here, let's look at a few things. So we all know Cryostorm C1 that came out during the Christmas event is the #1 shotgun as of right this second. So the difference here is our damage. So let's check this out. So the average damage per second is 646 through 484. Okay. With the Cryostorm, it's 618 to 495. So more damage on the top end of the Broncos, but less on the back end. Average DPS at 124 reload is 550 to 413 versus the 597 to 478. So a little different. The story starts changing, which is kind of interesting. Damage per hit, if you hit them with all the pellets, it's 210 versus 264. All right, so one thing I look at this, what I see 33 damage times 10, right? Down here, I see 14 damage for 20. So what this is telling me is that there's going to be 14 pellets versus, well, I would say 14 damage for 20 pellets versus 33 for 10 pellets. So maybe more spread, I'm guessing here. Hits per second 2.3, hits per second 1.8, 20 there is more spread, so 24 degree spread versus 15, so a lot wider of a shot, which means, I mean, if you think about it, why would you want a wider spread? That's going to control a horde better, at least it should. You got a wider spread, which means you're going to shoot a greater distance, which is going to help with crowd control. So I'm already thinking with this weapon, good damage, wide damage, probably more knockback if I had to guess. Effective range 5 meters, effective range 7 meters. So this is more of a straight shot. This is more of a wide shot. And then ability, 50% PvE armor penetration, which is the same as the Cryostorm. Excuse me, 1 second. Pause this. How do you get a drink? Sorry. All right, so 50% PvE armor penetration, which the abilities, the Cryostorm was able to slow and have permafrost, whereas the ability for the Dual Broncos is shots do not trigger explosive enemies. Doesn't sound that great, but this is something I really do love. So if you're killing, let's just say wastelands or, I don't know, a horde or whatever you may be doing, typically you have to, with high-powered weapons, you have to watch that you don't have a exploder near you, and they can do a lot of damage. So with this, it's going to neglect that and let you just kill. So anyway, that's kind of the benefit of the Dual Broncos. I think the Cryostorm is going to be better for probably grinding because it slows them down and it does more direct damage. Whereas the Dual Broncos is going to be better for, I would say, crowd control inside buildings, maybe like looting, like the things that are around you that you can't outmaneuver. I think it's going to be better for knockback. I think it's going to have its own purpose. So I think there is going to be a difference between these two. I think they're both going to be doing great damage. But I think they're both going to have their own purpose, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to this. We're going to equip the Dual Broncos. And then we're going to go test them out. Now, one thing I want to get through is the credit shop. The Dual Broncos, they do cost 1,000 credits, which honestly is not that bad. What is 1,000 credits? Like 80 million? 82 million. So if you wanted to buy the Dual Broncos right now, you would be spending 82.5 million. Or you could do what I would do and buy a membership and get a 6-month membership. So you decide that. But anyway, Dual Broncos, they are tradable. And again, we're going to see what these are like. Okay, so let me snag some ammo. Let me load into the game, and I will be right back. All right, so we got our 10 gauge. And if you guys have not, please subscribe. Please hit that follow button. All that good stuff. It helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you a dime. And we have a Discord link below. Check that out to join our Discord channel. We have like 200 and some members, guys. It's awesome chat. A lot of good stuff in there. Appreciate you guys watching, and let's get on with this. So I already equipped the weapons. I got my ammo. I got my Cryo Storm to compare it to. And let's go in the inner city. So we're going to check out what it sounds like, how it shoots, kind of look at the damage, and a couple other things. So, and then I will be doing our normal weapon review where I go to the wastelands and we check out our damage and comparisons and all that. But that's a whole nother video because that takes some time and I got to set that up. So we're going to go ahead and check out our implants just so you guys can see kind of what I'm rocking. That way you guys know what it's comparable to. So when I do my videos, I try to use my $100 million looting setup. So if you haven't seen that, check out the video. I have a guide on a $100 million looting build. And what I have on now is not the same exact build. I had to change it a little bit. So, but it is very comparable. Like it is very comparable to that. So if you're looking for the exact stats and things like that, go check out that video, and it should help you out. All right, so we are in the inner city. Let's go ahead and turn this on single player. I don't need any desync. All right, we are in single player mode. All right, here is the Cryo Storm, and you can see what it looks like. This has the frost coming off. Here is the new Dual Broncos. All right, so I think they look badass, and I like the 2 dual wield. So it shoots left, right, left, right. Let's see how fast it shoots. And now it is very fast reload, so keep that in mind. Let's go, let me look at the boss map and see where we can find a boss at, guys. So we are at Sekirnom. There's one right. Okay, let's go check that out. Let's go one right. And again, this isn't with crazy damage boost, guys. This is just bare bones $100 million implant setup, okay? So let's just shoot one of these. Okay. And again, I'm not using crazy damage boost. And actually, we should probably look at that. So damage boost, a 14%, guys. So we all know that's not very much damage boost. Knockback, not bad. Actually, it makes him go flying. And again, this would be great for a new player because one, yeah, it's expensive. It's 80 million, but it's an in-game item. It's great for crowd control, and you don't have to worry about explosions. Now, are you going to grind like you do with a shotgun? Probably, or with a unlimited wraith cannon? Probably not. But that's not what this is for. This is for crowd control. Now we're going to test out the Cryo Storm and see kind of what differences we're seeing. And see, I've already gotten hit because of the exploding. And if you can tell, look at the spread of the Cryo Storm. It's more of a direct laser beam, right? Like more of a direct shot. Now look at this. Do you see the spread difference? So this is definitely, and it has higher knockback. I can tell you it has higher knockback. Look at this. But the Cryo Storm may not have the knockback, but it has the slowdown. So depending on what you're going for, is what you're going, kind of things to look at. And as far as damage goes, not too shabby. It is nice not having to worry about the exploding. I can tell I want to back up, and then I realize, oh yeah, I don't need to. So overall, not bad. And let's go up here. I want to go up one more block. So it's killing these in one shot. Maybe not the... Let me see something here. Killed him in one shot. Killed them in one shot. So it is killing them in one shot. I think the green ones take 2. Not those green ones. The exploders. I want to try it, but I need one to get by himself. Yeah, those take 2. So the green ones take 2. And this is with a 14% damage boost, guys. If you guys want me to, here, let's check this out. Let's go full damage. My normal build here. Remember, I had 14% on me, and now I have... What is this? 186%. So let's go see what this looks like. All right, here we go. You don't have to worry about explosions, which is honestly extremely nice, guys. You know, unless, you know, to be honest with you, we're going to take these to Southeast Zone and try these. I like the Cryostorm for the Wastelands because it slows them down. Or I would say anywhere I'm struggling to get away. But I think this is going to be a contender here. It's definitely a crowd control monster. It's a whole different story once you get some damage on here. And again, you don't have to worry about the exploders, which is very nice. All right, let's go switch to this. They have already, look, the exploding just hurts. So we'll have to do some videos and test out the damage at the Wastelands and the Southeast Zone and things like that. But overall, you can see what this does and why it would be good. You know, if you're looking for knockback and you're going to be inside buildings looting and things like that, I can definitely see the value of these. And we will do a Southeast Zone and a Wastelands review so you guys can see what that looks like. But that is the Dual Broncos. They sound pretty cool. They look cool. They're 1,000 credits, and you can get them in the credit shop. So if you guys haven't, please like, subscribe. Watch for more videos. We're going to be doing a lot of videos, guys. We got a lot to do here. So appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.